Hey guys, welcome back to rhrjen. I'm so glad you're here. Now, this is part 2 of my sit down with Trevor. Today we're going more into what Harry and Meghan's lowlights have been and what should be their resolutions. So this is where I really want you to chime in the comments. You got to let me know, what do you think their resolutions should be? Resolution should be. Let me know. Easy for me to say. Let me know in the comments. There's so many to choose from, but we got into some pretty funny ones. I really like Trevor's, and I came up with some as well. So check. You'll hear them here. So we'll get into that. Thank you to anybody who joined on the live stream over at Trevor's for New Year's, and I'm excited. I really am. I'm excited for 2025. Excited to let go of 2024. I'm excited to see what this channel does and how it grows. I'm excited because you guys are so supportive and so wonderful. So thank you for that. I hope you guys had a wonderful New Year's Eve and you're having a relaxing, fun New Year's Day and surrounded by the people you love. And I appreciate all of you so much. I truly do. Now let's get into this video. I'll see you at the end for more. And every month, some sort of paparazzi stunt, because I did a compilation a couple months ago where I talked to the Sidley twins in HG and I showed the beige. But then by doing that, I went every month and I showed where she had done some sort of photo shoot and she was in beige. It's so weird. There's only 1 month she missed. And that, oh, yeah, we talked about it. Yeah, Nigeria. She missed because it was such a shit show in Nigeria. I think when she came back, she just took time. That ball gown, we didn't even talk about the ball gown in the movie theater. That's one of my favorites. I mean, the Hertz counter gold was crazy, and then the ball gown in the movie theater, walking around the concession stand like that's her VIP area. I mean, you can't, chef's kiss, right? You can't make that stuff up.
She's just trying to remain relevant because, let's be honest, the minute she jumped into the royal family, she was on a pedestal. They had everything. Harry was well renowned, but the greed on what they wanted, to be fair, the world looked at them and the world went, nah, we've had enough of you. So she's ruined every opportunity. She won't be hired as an actress. She will never be hired again in a movie as an actress. She won't do it. That's done.
Yeah.
Harry will never be revered as someone. I mean, they're in the gutter now. There's no going back. There's no going back at all. Harry's probably somewhere hot sunning himself right now.
Probably. But so if she had these VIP moments at a Hertz counter and at a concession stand, Trevor, let me ask you, you're suddenly faux royalty. Where's your VIP moment at? Tell me somewhere crazy where yours would be.
If I had a VIP moment.
Yes. So the Hertz counter, the movie concession stand where it's sticky floor. Where's yours? I was trying to think of something silly for me too. Papa John's pizza. I don't know.
My VIP moment, certainly would be at a Hertz counter because I believe in driving myself. So
that's true. Yes, absolutely.
A cinema, I wouldn't be seen in a cinema if I'm honest, because
it wouldn't be at a trouser store because you don't wear trousers. So there's that.
Yeah, I mean, my moment would be if I really wanted to go and meet somebody that, which is a rare occasion. I would go into London, and my place would be in the Ivy.
See, yours is actually fancy. I was going for somewhere, and that sounds wonderful. And I'm not knocking your choice. That's a real fancy place. The point with Meghan is she picks these crappy places where the floors are sticky and it's awful, right? Like that's the whole thing. So where's somewhere silly that you'd have a fake VIP moment?
Well, a fake VIP moment would be in Tesco's shopping.
Perfect. I'll pick Hamleys in London, that big toy store, so that way I can play with all the toys and have a big fancy moment in the Lego area.
Lego store. The Lego store in London.
Said it, yeah, because they had the Queen, or they probably still do, out of Legos, and now they have King Charles. I took my Gosling, we loved it, so I'll have my fancy moment there.
I walked past the Lego store probably about a week and a half ago. Yeah, it was nice. Yeah.
There you go. That's my fancy place. Don't steal my fancy. Yours is Tesco.
No, well, Tesco's have the fake thing, but once in a blue moon, I think I did it twice this year, where I head down to London. I had lunch with Lawrence Fox in there not that long ago.
Oh. Mhm.
It's lovely. It's a lovely place, and I didn't pay. He paid.
Where are you talking about? You said the Ivy? Is that what you...
The Ivy. It's lovely.
Yeah,
It's
good.
beautiful. It's a real upper market type food place. It really is. It's not the most expensive in the world, but you know, you're talking
nice.
lunch for two people.
Yeah.
Lunch for two people and drinks, you're talking £220, but
Nice.
$300.
Gotcha.
So it's expensive. It is expensive, but
it's probably delicious and fun. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I took my Gosling and we did a fancy tea at the Ritz. Like it was just kind of something special to do. Like
have you done that with her? Have you done that with her already?
I did. Yeah, I've done it twice with her. I love it. Yes.
Lunch at the Ritz is lovely, isn't it? I mean, yeah.
They made us feel so special. One of the times I took her was my birthday, and so I didn't even think about it. They'd surprise me with cake and stuff. It was really nice. It was really special. Yeah.
It's lovely. It's not my thing. It's beautiful. It's not my scene. You know, they bring over that three thick platter and all the different stuff. It's lovely. It really is.
Sure, for a little girl, you know what I mean? And my side, like we really ate it up. We really got into it. Sure.
They do look after you. I mean, they treat you like princesses. It's lovely. Yeah.
It's fun. But I like your Tesco answer and I like my Hamleys answer. That's where we'll be royalty.
Is there a Hamleys in London?
There is. Yeah. Oh, it's like 6 stories. I think it's the biggest one in the world. Yeah. That's why I took my Gosling and we went a little nuts there. Yeah.
Harrods is nice. Again, it's about 4 or 5 stories in it.
Yes. I really like, we're talking about I could go on and on about the Selfridges. I actually preferred Selfridges because it's a little bit less pretentious. And they I took the Gosling, they have Dolly's on the bottom, which is a tea place, but it's not fancy. It's just kind of cute and it's really good food. I loved Selfridges. I'd like to go back there.
I was there last week.
Jerk.
I do little bits and pieces when I'm around. I do, but I love the cafe. Even the cafe in there is lovely. I love sitting in the cafe.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Are you talking about the what Dolly's with the checkered floor, or is there a different one?
Yeah.
That's what I took my Gosling. It's so cute. Yeah.
It's nice. I sit there and I don't like. Well, I like the people watch. I just stare at people.
Sure. That's a great place to do it. That's funny. Yeah.
Yeah, it's lovely.
Oh, I want to go back. See, you're talking about my resolutions. I want to go back. I love the UK. I love England. I love Selfridges. All of it. Yeah, it's good.
Swap.
I know. All right. What, are you going to come live in my house? I'll go live at yours. Perfect.
I wouldn't give my house up.
No, I wouldn't either. I mean, I want to split time. Yeah, that'd be cool. I think that'd be good. But let's see. So I think that's most of the I'm sure we've forgotten stuff, but that's most of the lowlights from this year. So something I had asked, or I thought we could do, and we don't have to spend a bunch of time on it, but have you thought of, so if you and I are making New Year's resolutions, which we talked about, what do you think Harry and Meghan's resolutions should be? I came up with 1 or 2. Have you like, they could be silly, something that you think that they should make their resolutions. They could be more serious, if something you want them to change, or it could just be like, continue to play, look at me, whatever you want to do. Any thoughts on that?
I have actually.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I've got about 8 written down here.
Wow, look at you. I'm not HG. I'm not making you do a bunch of homework. Tell me what. I'll be like, Trevor.
I think one of Harry's New Year's resolutions, if he does have them, one of them would be to be a more proactive father.
Okay. So are you taking this seriously as in he really should be? Or do you think that, are you saying it from the point of view of he's just not aware? This is just something
I'm saying from the point of view that he must realize he gets criticism nonstop.
Okay.
I think one of his honest resolutions would be to be seen more with his children.
Gotcha. Okay. That's good.
I think that's one that plays in his mind.
That's interesting because then you're still, and I'm not knocking you, I think you're onto something that's still from his point of view would be about the optics, not the actual quality time. You and I, when
Exactly.
we spend time with our kids, I know about, like I'm not out taking pictures like to prove to people I'm spending time with my kid, and same with you, I'm sure. So, it's not about that. So it's about actually enjoying quality time. But it sounds like for him, it's let me just show that I'm spending time with my kids.
To sort out the paparazzi and the propaganda of him and his children, to be seen to be the dad with them all the time. Because at the minute, it's like we're great parents, we're winning awards as parents, but our nannies are doing all the work while we're away
Yeah.
doing things. And so at the minute, it looks terrible. It looks like it honestly borders line with like child neglect. The amount of time they spend with them. So, that's the impression we're given.
Yes.
Listen, they may be wonderful parents. They really must. They might be. If they had children and if they had all these things, they might be wonderful. I'm just saying it doesn't look like that.
You're right. You're right.
That would be something I think he would need to rectify in the new year. I think.
That's a good one. Okay. Well, hit me with your next one.
I think Meghan, one of her New Year's resolutions would be to maybe do a cooking course.
It's funny you say this. Literally today. So we're recording this on Monday. It's going up on Tuesday. Today on my channel, I put up a cooking video with Dylan where we reacted because she's so far in her cooking video, she made toast and today she made salad. I'm like, that's not cooking. That's not, we're not cooking. That she loves to brag about her cooking. Okay.
Yeah.
It's like me like heating up my kid like frozen French toast, putting syrup on the plate and saying, look, I cooked. This.
I think one of Meghan's New Year's resolutions would be to possibly do a cooking course, because it comes across as obnoxious and just stupid and pretentious to pretend that making toast adds any value, or washing salad leaves and cutting tomatoes is cooking. I mean, that's pathetic. I mean, what next? I bet she doesn't even know how to do a boiled egg. The amount of minutes needs to go in for. I mean, she doesn't know how to do a poached egg. She probably doesn't know how to scrambled egg. I mean, can she cook? That's washing.
You're right. But I think you're thinking about this like a rational adult. Like, okay, well, I'm going to have to pretend to cook. I better learn to cook. I don't think she thinks like that. I really think she thinks everything she does is perfect and wonderful. So if she decides she's a chef, cook, whatever you call it, she's just going to think she's the best at it. She doesn't need lessons. Remember, they tried to give her lessons on being royal family. And she's like, I don't need that. I got Harry. How'd that work out for you?
The Duchess of Edinburgh, Sophie, was meant to be looking after her.
Oh, that's where I get so disgusted because I love Sophie. So the idea of working with Sophie to learn that role, like I'm not even in the role, but I want to work with Sophie and learn the role. I just can't even imagine.
I think
turn that down.
I think most British people understand that Edward used to be a wet piece of nonsense. He was useless. He was absolutely useless. He was pathetic.
I don't know anything about Edward.
He was pathetic. Failed everything. Sophie left. Sophie basically has shaken him, lifted him up, dusted him off, cleaned him, shaven him, dressed him. It's like she's taught him everything, and now he's actually now a decent human being, and people respect him. And that's not down to him. That's down to Sophie. She has done a fantastic job with him.
She's wonderful. I think the Queen, I'd done a thing about Sophie. And so when I was researching, I want to say that I found out that the Queen referred to her as like her daughter or something. She loved Sophie. And I understand why. I love Sophie.
She's a wonderful, wonderful person. She really is. She's now getting credit. She's starting to shine. But she's always been like this. It's not like it's just happened overnight. She's always been like this. I mean, Edward was pathetic. He wasn't really respected, and now people respect him because how she's turned him.
That's interesting. So in my If I Ruled My World video, it's on HG's channel. Go check it out. I know you watched it, but I'm saying Britannifer. See, I got my name wrong. Britannifer. I picked Sophie as my, it was like international relations or whatever, because yes, when she travels, she just does such a good job. I take note of that, of building the international relations. It's just, again, Harry and Meghan are not royal, but when you see them travel, they just make asses of themselves and they're, just awful. And it's all about them. Whereas Sophie does a good job usually connecting with the host. She'll find a cause to draw attention to. She does it the right way. So I picked Sophie. I love her.
Oh, wow.
And she does a lot of, I follow her charity work. She does a lot of, she helps with women's issues, like actually, usually related to abuse and things like that. And so domestic stuff. So she's great.
Yeah. I don't know who I picked my international guy. I think I picked Jordan Peterson. But Professor Jordan Peterson?
I don't know who Jordan Peterson is.
Who you had? Okay. Doesn't matter.
I'm not laughing at it. I'm just trying to think, like, how do I cover that I don't know who that is. Who's Jordan Peterson? I watched your If I Ruled My World, Chimpanzees.
He's a psychologist, but he's very, very, he's from Canada. He's very, he's world renowned. And
well, good. I'm just glad. I mean, that makes me feel better because I'm like, is this something I'm supposed to know? But okay, I wouldn't know that. Okay, gotcha.
He's only really come up in the last 4 or 5 years, Jordan Peterson, in my opinion. I didn't know him before that, but he's a guy who speaks a lot of sense, sense. People try and rip him to pieces all the time, but he sticks by it. I like him.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. But yeah, I will say I enjoyed your If I Ruled My World. I didn't watch it until after we met and we started talking, and I thought, well, I'll just go back and learn a little bit more about you. And I had a pretty good laugh. The Chimpanzee. So if you guys didn't see it, go back and watch Trevor's If I Ruled My World. That was pretty good. What was the name of your land? I can't even remember. Oh, Utopia.
Utopia. Yeah, Utopia.
Look at me remembering stuff. Utopia.
Well,
I can't. Did you take over Australia? Is that what it was? Was that geographically?
I took over Australia because it's some place where no one could break into because the sharks infested waters.
That's right. But then the chimpanzees, if they tried to break in, you'd just feed them to your chimps.
Well, anyone that broke my laws got dropped by helicopter into the jungle and beaten to death by chimpanzees. That's what I would do. And I think if I ever become a billionaire, I will do the same.
Okay. Sounds good. Looking forward to it. Hurry up and become a billionaire. Oh, that's good. That's really funny. Let's see here. Okay, so I do want to hear more of your resolutions. I have one for them.
Go.
And mine would be vow to stop taking private jets while simultaneously preaching about the perils of climate change.
Very good one. I agree with that 100%.
Yeah, I think that'd be a good resolution. They'll never do it. They'll never acknowledge it. They'll never see the hypocrisy because when it's been brought to their attention in the past, all has no balls can say is, oh, we need security. Okay, you've got the future king and queen. We got William and Catherine. We've seen them fly commercial with their children and stuff. Obviously, they have security, but they're flying commercial.
Exactly.
They're fine. You won't see that out of Harry and Meghan, typically. Are you okay?
I was checking my Harry and Meghan's resolutions.
Oh, I thought you were getting a text from a celebrity. It's a security guard that says there's no danger.
No, I know. Yeah. What?
You're really good at the pretend phone calls, by the way. It's something you said a minute ago made me laugh because now I cannot remember. It was really funny because you sounded very Irish all of a sudden. Sometimes I hear it more than others, and something you said, you just kind of started talking. I was like, oh. It was funny.
Jamie, she's pretending she's got your number. Is that it?
Jamie, get back in my bed. I'll see you soon. Bye.
Wow. I've got one here. To upcycle the children.
Oh, tell me to upcycle the children. Tell me.
It's where you trade in old tatty children for new fresh children. It's upcycling, Jennifer. Have you not heard of that before?
I've heard of upcycling, but I didn't know in regards to people how that worked. Okay, fair enough. Tell me your plan for that. Tell me what you were thinking.
Well, I think that we've seen enough of the back of their heads. We need to see new back heads, don't we? Taller ones.
Yeah, where the 5 and 3-year-old or whatever aren't the same size. Like, that doesn't make any sense. Yeah.
Exactly. Wow. So just upcycle. Like, okay. Rachel, darling, this year we need to upcycle the children. Yeah, those ones are broken.
Do you think, though, even in that scenario, you think he's calling her darling, or you think Rachel cunt?
Well, he's probably sitting there going, Rachel, Rachel, what? I'm cooking. I'm sorry,
You think
darling.
she's working? She's what? I'm shopping.
I'm trying to make jam.
By the way, is that your American accent? Because it's great.
No.
I'm trying to make jam.
No. Is she not even American? Is she? Is she Canadian or Nigerian? I don't know.
Oh, yeah, that's true. But wait, I need to hear more of this. Please do more Meghan impressions. What else is she saying around the house? Harry, I got a headache.
Harry, I don't know how to do it. Harry, Harry, can you pass me the Robinson's jam jars? I need to empty the jam out into my archetypes jam jars so that it looks like I've made it.
I need rotten lemons to put in a bowl so I can send it to 50 of my closest friends.
Harry, my eyes, the lemons in my eyes.
but again, it's funny. No, it's more like, I don't like how the assistants made this jam, so I'm going to have them remake them 50 more times. And then I can claim it as my own.
Wow, I know. Someone that can't cook, who makes toast and washes salad, managed to... I have an idea how to make jam, but I can't just make up jars and go, yeah.
But I've had people in my comments that cook and like to cook. I'm not that person. And that talk about jam is literally the easiest thing to make. But my point was, even if you make the best jam in the entire world, how many pots or jars of jam are you buying in a year? Like, you're not going to, it just doesn't make any sense, you know? Like, even if I found the best jam, at most I'll buy 2 jars of it. That's it. You know, it's not an ongoing big purchase for me.
Would you spend $50 on a jar of jam though?
The words "fuck no" come to mind. Would you? If the answer's not no, we can no longer be friends. Choose your answer. I'm just kidding.
Do you know what? If the jam was made by Catherine, Prince of Wales, and the £50 was going to her charity, then I would.
Same.
You see?
I'd buy 5 jars of the damn thing. I'm with you.
You see? So it depends. If the
it was nice being friends with you, Trevor. Bye.
But you have to look at the logic of it. Catherine, the Princess of Wales, if she was to do it and the money was going to her charity or the Princess Trust, then I would do it because I knew where the money was going.
Yes. Agree. I you know what? All day long, I agree. I agree with that. Anybody else? No. $50? No. For jam?
And I suppose if no, I'm joking. I would stop leaning back like that, Jennifer.
Why? You're doing my head in. I sound very British. I sound very British. You're doing my head in.
Doing your head in.
Yeah. You're doing my head in.
Well, yeah. I'm good at that, though. I'm good at doing people's head in.
Yes. All right. I got another one. Let's see here. Commit to not trying to control free speech under the guise of talking about child safety. They'll never be able to do it, but that'd be a good resolution.
It would be.
It won't happen. That's way too much self-awareness that neither of them possess.
They know they're being spoken about on social media because all what's happening is, and this is what I've always said from day one, they are using the mainstream media to relay all their points, right? So
clap back. Absolutely. Yes.
So we are heading back. Now, we can't phone up the papers and say, do a story on them. No. So what we do as YouTube creators is we talk about their nonsense, but then they say that our nonsense, all we are doing is talking about what they've done. And they're saying what we're doing is fake news, which means they don't believe what they've actually done. Mm-hmm. It's like they're doing things and going, no, I couldn't have done that. No, they're making lies up. We're talking about what you've done. We're talking about the car chase, which couldn't happen. We're talking about the
editing photos, all this stuff. Yeah, absolutely. Stuff that we have found out that they have been doing.
So that's why in some of my videos that I've done in the past, a long time ago, I do my own research into the things that bother me. And I looked at the Archwell Foundation giving grants out to different companies which go after. they have give grants out to certain companies whose role it is to go after us under the guise of misinformation. But basically, what they're trying to silence their critics.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. So they do it under misinformation or child safety. So
Yeah.
they hide behind these causes that, in my opinion, they don't give a crap about. It's more about, silencing critics. I feel the same way.
That's why I don't discuss their children. I think that's a line for me where I won't talk about their children.
Same. Yeah, I don't.
You don't want people talking about your gosling. I don't want people talking about
privacy.
So I understand that. I will talk about the lack of. I won't talk about the children. I'll talk about the lack of
transparency.
That's the word. Yes, exactly.
I do the same thing, Trevor. This is interesting. We've never had this conversation. I'm the exact same boat. I've always said the same. If you believe their kids and they're there, they can't help that they have crappy parents. That's not their fault. So I won't talk about that. But I will talk about the weird lack of transparency when you're fighting to be in a line of succession, because they did fight to be in the line of succession for those kids and stuff, So if you're going to fight for that, then there needs to be some accountability there and some transparency, and there's not. So it's just everything shrouded in mystery and BS. So
it's like, I mean, I'm proud of my son. I upload photographs, but you don't see me going, that's the back of my son's head over there. And if you look in that other photograph, that's him crouching down, but it's still the back of his head. And see him fishing? Can you see him fishing?
Yeah, exactly.
That's the back of his head fishing. I mean, and if you look now, he's on his bike cycling away from me. That's the back of his head again. I'm thinking, come on, are you proud of him? Are you protecting him? I mean,
exactly. Or are you just trying to use him to get yourself attention? Not you, but in that scenario, use him to get yourself attention and to be like, I'm a great dad. Here's the back of my kid's head. Like, no, I know I'm a great mom. I don't need to post pictures to prove it. I think that's so weird the way that they do that. It's almost like they would never spend time with them. They don't know their kids, so they just have to do weird things like this. Just saying.
Yeah. Or they're standing at the side of the road pretending to, Halloween.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, 4th of July with blurry and just, look, we do things. What? Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. You know what? I'm going to add to our list of low points this year, though. Having the I call them the mediocre mafia, the sewer squad, the lemon rats go after Catherine. And I'm saying it like that on purpose because they did nothing to stop it. I can't prove it, but hand on heart, I feel very strongly that they are encouraging this. I mean, we've seen too much evidence, so yeah.
Well, they didn't put out any statements. I mean, come on. I mean, all I've seen constantly is, and this is cringeworthy.
Mm-hmm.
Harry and Meghan break silence to talk about floods. Harry and Meghan break silence to talk about the tsunami. Yes. Harry and Meghan break silence to talk about Israel. Harry and Meghan break silence to talk about Syria. Harry and Meghan haven't said a word about Catherine being attacked with cancer.
Exactly. Nothing. And that brings me up to Endgame too. They didn't say a word about the royal Eastwards. You know what I'm talking about? Where they said 2 people in the family. That was this year, right? Or was it the tail end of last year? I get confused.
I think it was the tail end last year.
Okay.
Omid Scabies.
Yeah, the Dutch publisher and all that. I can't remember when that happened. Okay.
Oh yeah. Oh my God. Oh, they have released this. They have released a chapter which didn't exist. Where did they get that? Yeah. They made that chapter up. Fuck off.
It's all everybody else's fault. It's a page out of Harry and Meghan's book.
Yeah. Omid Scabies. Yeah.
Tell me another resolution. Do you have any more for the resolutions? We could be done. I'm just curious.
Well, I've written some here, but they might Harry to grift more off the Invictus Games and Veterans.
Is it possible to grift more off the Invictus Games and Veterans? We're headed into that soon, right? The beginning of 2025, Whistler.
Well, I'm sure there'll be an expense account. There'll be an expense account at the games for them. I don't know if Harry will take Meghan to them.
Okay.
We've seen recently that Harry's off somewhere on his own at the minute, and he's trying to rebuild the rebuild the life that he's ruined himself, by the way. And by the way, I don't blame Meghan on Harry's behavior. He's an adult. I blame him and his behavior.
Oh my
But what
God,
I
we've
see
never
is
talked about this either. I say the exact same thing. I think that I think he's under her control, but he's not an automaton. He can make decisions. He's made terrible decisions.
he's always been an asshole.
Mm-hmm.
The problem we have with him is when he was under the control of the royal family, he had advisors and aides to keep him right. And every time he did something wrong, the papers were like, shut up, don't mention that, don't mention. They had control. They guided. He was just the royal family
Yeah.
mess up. Not saying the word.
Yes.
He was the royal family disgrace.
Mm-hmm.
And he was a pain in the Queen's ass. I mean, he was a pain in everyone's ass. His brother was more mature. You could see that we now know he was completely jealous of him throughout all those years. He got
time, yeah.
We all seen that William got the girl, and Harry was there all the time. He was staring at her. He loved her. He was smelling. He loved. He was jealous.
Yeah.
So rather than go and find someone good, he just jumped at the first woman that threw herself at him. You know.
Yikes! He sure thought he did something there.
Yeah.
Yikes! So you think that Meghan will stay home on this one? It'll just be Harry.
She'll want to go. She'll want to go. She'll want to go.
What would Harry be like on his own? He's just like he's like a cardboard box. There's just no personality to him. He's just like
when
angry.
When he's around ordinary people, veterans, he's more relaxed on his own. When he's on his own, he is the fun-loving old type Harry. But when he has no one around him, when she's there, it's like hypnotized.
Because she's cutting off the blood flow because she's clawing at him and stuff.
Well, there's that, and there's the gentle rub at the small of the back. There's different things that he does, but that she does. But when she's with him, he looks uncomfortable. He never smiles. Isn't it weird that he never smiles?
Wait, one exception. When he talked to that translator, he seemed to be smiling pretty big. Remember, he was like all over on her space and stuff. But no, I agree. He's not. Yeah, he seems like a hostage.
I mean, when I'm with, oh God, no. When I used to be with my Sebastian's mom, I was always smiling because she made me happy, made me feel good about myself. I was like looking at her thinking she's too good for me, and that turned out to be true. But the thing is, no. But the thing is, I used to.
Yeah,
you have someone you love on your
any
arm.
partner, absolutely. Even like my friends, I'm smiling, I'm happy, I'm excited to be. I'm talking to you. You're my friend. I'm happy. I'm excited. If I sat here with this interview, like, you'd be like, what's going on, Jen? Are you okay? Yeah. Okay, Trevor. I guess I'm going to ask you another question. Versus, hey, Trevor, how are you today?
Just ask the question. You know what I mean? But
yes.
This is something we see though. When he's with her, he looks really uncomfortable. He's not smiling. He's always like when he's on his own, and I've seen it when he's on his own and he's around veterans on his own. The smile goes from ear to ear, and he's happy. He's in his element. And the weird thing is, when she's with Tyler Perry, she's got the smile from ear to ear, and she's in her element
because she knows his bank account balance, probably.
Yeah, worth $1 billion, isn't he? But when she's with high society, she's smiling, she's loving it, she's enjoying it. When he's loving it. When they're together, they're just miserable. They're
miserable, but I will say, look at her though when she smiles. It's never, in my opinion, never looks genuine, with the exception of when she eye blanks the camera. When she's staring down the barrel of that camera, she is happy. I think she's genuinely happy, but otherwise it's just like, it's like I smell something weird and I'm smiling.
She's like a mannequin.
Yes, nothing's genuine. Yeah, it's just
For instance, this reminds me of a lot of celebrities. For instance, who would I talk about? Nothing to do with her, but Michael Jackson. Look at Michael Jackson. When he was he was really sad individual inside, broken, but in front of the camera, he was like, "Yeah, everyone." And who else was like out there? Oh my God, Robin Williams was like that in front of the camera.
Oh yeah,
hey, yay! Robin Williams was behind off the camera. He was a sad man. So a lot of people have this pretense in front of the camera, but behind it, they're just not happy people. They're really annoyed by their own life, aren't they?
Yeah, no, I get it. But I think there's a difference of sadness and struggles versus maybe narcissism. I don't know. You know what I mean? Whatever's going on with her. I think, I mean, same with Amber Heard. You would see it. It's just this manic, like, exactly, like, ooh, over the top expressions. And then what's really, you know what I mean? Like,
She's pregnant now, isn't she?
Is she?
Pregnant, yeah.
Are we talking about Amber Heard?
Amber Heard.
Oh, shit. I didn't know that. Elon's baby again?
I don't know. She disappeared, didn't she, to try and restart her life after she ruined
Spain,
it?
I think, yeah. Which was funny because, yeah, I think she's in Spain, and I was teasing because I think in Harry and Meghan, that place was supposedly in Portugal or something, so they could be friends.
Yeah, Amber Heard started to sneak back into the European papers at the minute. She's been walking around doing things and being out with her daughter, and she's pregnant again.
I didn't know that. Huh, interesting. Weird. I got nothing. Johnny's like, phew, dodged a bullet there. So, yeah, we can get back into it, but I will tell you, I just did a video where I deep dove into some of the mediocre mafia websites, like where they go pro Harry and Meghan. I hate going on those because it just makes me feel icky. But something crazy I saw, speaking of Amber Heard, was they kept saying nobody believed Amber, and finally people are seeing the truth, and they're starting to come around on Meghan too. And I'm like, so they're trying to compare those two and spin it as a positive thing. I'm like, I've been saying for years that they're the same, you know, very similar, not in a positive way. They just have very similar tendencies. Let me ask you a question, Trevor. You have to go on one date with either Amber Heard or Meghan Markle. Who you picking and why? Maybe date's not the right word. It doesn't have to be romantic. I just meant like, who are you less afraid of? Like, who are you picking? You have to spend one, I don't mean like in a gross way, but you have to spend one evening just with one of them. Who are you picking?
Amber Heard.
Okay, why are you picking Amber Heard?
Because it's quite clear that Meghan doesn't like gingers. She's destroyed one life.
Oh my God, that's such a good answer. I didn't even think about that. That's really good. Wow. All right, fair enough. I'm gonna pick Meghan because I'm gonna wear a wire and I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna play all the crazy things that happened. Although I don't know if she'd say, well, no, she'd say bitchy things. I was gonna say, I don't know if she'd say anything crazy, but I'd be able to tell you all the time she gave me side eye and put me down or threw tea at me and stuff.
Yeah. Well, I could wear the same wire with Amber.
Well, she might chop your finger off though. Then again, Meghan might chop something else off. You know that seems to be the case with Harry, right?
Meghan would manipulate you. She'd hypnotize you.
Yeah.
Yeah, she'd hypnotize
But can you imagine, like, if my only choice was to spend the evening with Harry? Oh my God, I'd be like, Harry, can we just? I can talk to a wall. Can I just ask you a question? He'd be like, I'm confused. I can't.
I wouldn't. I don't think I could last in the conversation with Harry.
No, because what do you talk about? Cracker Jack boxes? Like, what's that guy going to talk about? Like, he's confused by everything.
I'd just sit with him. I'd just go, all right, Harry.
You could compare military services. Yeah.
I'd say to him, so whereabouts? I'd say to him, so what camps were you based in? Which mobs? Which forward operation bases were you based in Afghanistan? In Southern Helmand? Tell us the name of them.
He wouldn't be able to do it.
Like, okay. And then I'd say, okay, but there's no HLSs in those camps. There's no heavy landing sites, so there'd be no need for you to be there in Apache. Apaches aren't based on any of these sites. So I think I just rip them to pieces.
He wouldn't understand it as you spoke, probably.
Yeah. He just go, what? I don't understand your accent. What?
Yes. Clearly that's unconscious bias.
I know. I just go, oh, well, whatever. Yeah.
Right.
So,
yeah.
I mean, if I was to sit with Meghan, I would probably ask her about Suits.
Oh, okay. She'd love it because she'd be like, "Oh, you're a fan." Oh.
No, I'd ask her about that program.
She would already Googled you beforehand and tried to find out your bank balance to see if she was going to answer your questions or not.
Oh, she wouldn't answer my question. There's nothing in my bank. She would ignore me. She'd probably want me for my connections.
Oh, well, that's why I'm hanging out with you. I'm just kidding.
My connections to, was it Claudia Spence? Is it the she's the secretary for the Kensington Palace Royal Foundation.
Oh, there you go. That's right. Look at you, name dropping.
I know, I'm full of shit. People say, don't mention my name. I'm like, okay, Charlie. Not a problem, Charlie Ralston.
That's funny.
General Richard Dannett. Yeah.
Wow. Now you're just name dropping. I like it. rhrjen. What?
I'm not name dropping. It's, you know,
teasing.
Anyone that's read the media book in the UK knows that I know a few generals, which is quite nice.
It's good.
You have to. You've got to find out what's happening in your. Even when you retire from the military, you have to keep your hand in to sort of to make sure that just to make sure that your fingers on the pulse. And if people need you to tweet something, I'm not on Twitter. If they need me to do something on social media or something, sure, then it's nice to know that people can connect and do stuff. Yeah. Help people if you can. You're on this planet for a short time. Yes. Help people. Don't hinder them. Help them.
Right. That's right. Well, Trevor, I think that's all I got, unless you have any other resolutions or anything else for Harry and Meghan. Stop being cunts. What?
I want them to admit defeat with the United Kingdom Home Office on security. Just admit defeat and go away.
Okay. It'll never happen, but I agree.
Yeah.
I would like them to apologize to Catherine for everything. They'll never do it, but I'd like to.
Number 4 here is to apologize to the royal family and the British people.
There you go. There you go. It's like we share the same brain. I just have it most of the time.
We share the same brain.
But I have it most of the time.
I would argue that I wouldn't say I have a brain. I'm like the scarecrow from Wizard of Oz.
That's because I have it.
Well.
Oh, Trevor, how can we help you? Well, first of all, hold on. I have a fancy glass with me, but I'll cheers you with my candlestick and say, Happy New Year. Happy 2025. Here's my real glass. Cheers. Happy 2025.
Well, I hope that your new year is as fabulous as the end of your old year.
Thank you so much. Same to you. I hope all your resolutions come true and exceed what you have expected. So I'm excited. Yeah, they will.
Because they're all within my grasp. They're all within. If I stay positive, have a positive mindset, and I focus on the good things and I ignore the shit things, then the good things will happen.
That's good. That's a good way to look at it.
Do you want the only thing that will let you down in achieving your milestones and achieving your goals is a shitty attitude.
That's true. That's very true. Well, luckily you don't have that, so we're good. That's good.
Some mornings I do have that. I just try and I get up in the morning, okay, come on, be positive. Hi everyone.
Believe me, there are days I have to fake it till I make it. I'm not always this bubbly when I wake up. I'm just like,
yeah.
But I got dimples, so I can make them pop out, and I'll look like everything's great.
I've got dimples. Yeah.
They're
in my ass, but they're still dimples.
Tell me that.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Oh, goodness. All right, Trevor. Yeah, no, it's been a pleasure. Thank you so much for being on here and spending so much time with me. What can we do to help you? If people are watching, is there a video that we can watch for you, or go watch your daily rant? What's good for you?
Watch my daily rants. Get into my daily rants are usually pants, but today they're actually pretty good. Thank you for all your help from your goslings, your gooselings, your geese, and your gander. Thank you very much.
The flockers, yes. Well, you're one of them, so it's cool.
Yes.
Honk honk. Oh, in case people missed it, I know we're gonna go, but it's all your fault. that I revealed myself.
You can't blame me. I bring out the best in my women.
You're women. That is so funny. Yeah, so you guys know the story, but in case you don't, Trevor and I had recorded. We had a lovely, just friendly chat. It would turn out so good. Dum Dum Me named the original file of us talking like Trevor chat. And then when I edited myself out and edited, the hiccups out, I named it like Trevor chat edited or something. So I, of course, uploaded the wrong one, put the raw file on. And all of a sudden I got all these comments saying, Jen, you're beautiful. Jen, I can see you. Jen, look at you. I thought they were talking about like, because I had shown half my face. I thought that's what they were talking about. Nope. Nope. Dum me. So then that night I did a live stream. What's that?
My beauty flustered you so much that you just uploaded any old video.
That's it. I was just like, oh, Trevor. No, that's not it. No, Jen was drunk. No, I wasn't. No, I clicked the wrong file. Didn't know it was up for like 5,000 views. And then somebody told me, I was like, oh. So hours later, I took it down. I am doing a live stream. But I will say, Trevor, you were one of the ones. I had a lot of people that I was freaking out to behind the scenes, and you were very supportive. So thank you for that. And you're very encouraging. And you're one of the ones that encouraged me. You're like, rip the Band-Aid off, Jen. Just do it. They've seen you now. Go on, do your live and all that. And you were there. So thank you for that, Trevor. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
I know. I hate giving you a compliment. I'm just kidding.
Don't do it then. Call me asshole. Trevor, you're an asshole.
That's not what I call you. That's not the name I gave you. Remember? I call you dickhead.
Yes, you did, and it's very appropriate actually. So I wore that badge with honor.
But in fairness, do you remember why I call you dickhead? The first time we ever spoke, you called me dickhead out of nowhere, and I thought it was the funniest thing I'd ever heard. I was like, I don't think anybody's ever called me that before.
Well,
if the dickhead fits.
You deserved it. You deserved it, Jennifer. I wasn't trying to be insulting, though. I was trying to be encouraging.
You were encouraging. You made me laugh, and I was like, okay, that's a verse for that. So, but I do want to encourage everybody to go buy this book because it's amazing. And I'm not just saying that. I'm actually very, very. I keep talking about it. I love this book. I really am. It's such a good book. The author kind of sucks, but the book is good. I'm just kidding.
Yeah. Do you like how I designed that front cover, though? It's nice.
I very much do. Yeah. It's fancy. That's awesome. So yeah, go buy this book. And if you did buy it, leave him a good review. I did. It's on there. You can find it.
Thank you, Meta. Thank you.
You're welcome. So we'll support you by watching your daily rants. And if we're around, we'll jump on the live stream for your New Year's.
My New Year's Eve extravaganza, wonderful champagne twirling party.
Yes. Should be fun. We'll give you a hard time. It'll be fun. We'll call you New Year's ticket.
You want to know what I've done with it, though, the New Year's thing? I've reached out to people. I haven't reached out to my ordinary YouTubers, my friends. I haven't.
Oh, I'm not your friend.
No, listen. No, listen. I haven't reached out to my ordinary guys and girls I have on every day because you know why? They will always say yes. I'll come on. So I actually reached out to people that I thought were always. I just don't know why that because I challenge myself. I've reached out to YouTubers that I know are going to be flat out busy, and it's a test. It's for me. It's a personal test.
Oh, I think I'm the first one that said yes. So did I pass with flying colors?
You did, and then
Yay!
HG said yes. I've reached out to 5 YouTubers that have all got. They've all got over 150,000 plus subscribers, and they are very, very good YouTubers, and I love watching them. But I also know they're busy. But that's part of the challenge for me. I'm like, give me 10 minutes. Come on. It's just how my brain thinks. I like to sort of keep pushing and pushing and pushing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, I'm looking forward to it. It'll be fun. What are we talking about? Do we know yet?
I don't know what you want to talk about.
Oh, it's whatever I want to talk about. Well, then we're talking Jamie Dornan. This will be fun.
Okay. People will talk about whatever they want to talk about. I'll be asking them questions. Questions I won't even write down. I'll just make up on the spot.
Okay.
I like to freestyle.
What'd you say? Oh, freestyle. I did not know what you said. Gotcha. I'm curious to see what you'll ask HG. HG, are you ready to do your face reveal? Ask him that. Say, yeah, you can even tell. I don't even know if he knows the story. You'll have to explain that you just made me do my face reveal and see if it's going to work on him.
I will. Yeah, we'll have a little chat with him. Do you see what I did there?
I did. I saw. That was fancy. You're fancy.
Jennifer.
I don't know what to do when you're nice to me. It freaks me out. Go back to being a dickhead.
Oh, that's not really nice, is it?
I'm just teasing. All right, Trevor, thank you so much for being here. We appreciate you so much. We can't wait to watch your stuff and join your live and all that stuff. It'll be a hoot and a half. I can't wait. But yeah, thank you for being here and all your resolutions. And I look forward to working. I'm going to be bothering you again soon. Don't worry about it.
Well, thank you. Thank you for having me on tonight. It's been, how do you do that?
There you go.
Great.
It worked. Yeah.
It's been great.
Yes, it has been. All right. Thanks, guys. Have a good day. We'll talk to you again soon. Bye.
Bye. Bye-bye.
Hey, thank you so much for being here. Thank you, Trevor, for all the time you spent with me answering all my questions. Thank you all for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this as much as I did. Truly hope you had the most wonderful New Year's Eve and you're having the most wonderful New Year's Day. Thank you for joining me. Guys, I'm excited. I feel good stuff coming for all of us in 2025. Good stuff for the channel, good stuff for us as flockers, good stuff for us all personally. If you want to leave me your resolutions, feel free to do that. I love reading them. I'll probably steal the cool ones and add them to my list. But truly, I want you to know how much you mean to me and how I couldn't do this without you. So I just truly want to thank you for everything. I know I keep calling it 2024 has been tough personally, but you guys have been amazing. These live chats have meant the world to me. They've really pulled me through this. So thank you. Just a huge thank you for being so wonderful to me. It means so much. It really does. Thank you for everything. And now I'd like to thank my executive producers. I'm going to flash them on screen now. Guys, so much, a huge thank you and so much thank you for supporting the channel. So if you're interested, you can join at patreon.com/real housewives recaps. Yes, it's the old name, but you can check it out and you can become an executive producer and add your name to the list. A huge thank you to the geese and the ganders that support me through this. It just means so much to me. There's so much bonus content over there. So check that out if you're the least bit interested. And again, a huge thank you to all of you executive producers who have been with me a very long time and stuck with me. I appreciate that so very much. I really do. Guys, Happy New Year. Thank you for everything. 2025 is going to be amazing. I just know it. We're going to have a good year. We're going to grow. We're going to do some fun stuff. I'm looking at branching out on what all I cover, not just Harry. I mean, still Harry and Meghan, but royal family, more Catherine stuff, just all of it. I want to talk like celeb pop culture, all of it. I'm excited. So I'm excited to see where this goes and what it brings. I'm excited to have you guys along with me. Oh, and I've been painting. Ooh, I've been painting more. So my office is coming together. See, I didn't prepare to go on camera this quick. So my office wasn't ready, but it's getting there. We'll get this. So again, a huge thank you for all your support. It means the whole wide world to me. And guys, I can't wait to bring you more stuff like this. I hope you have the best day. I'll talk to you again and happy 2025, everyone. Happy New Year's. Bye.